Good morning, my beautiful besties. Welcome to a beautiful brand new day. Welcome to today's Motivational Monday video, and today is the last video we will ever film in this house. It's the end of an era, and now it's time to move on to the next thing. I'm not so much sad that I'm leaving. I'm just grateful for everything that I got to experience out here, from the places we visited to the people I met to all of the people that have joined our little family here on YouTube since being out here. And it's so great. And even though I am sad, I'm just much more grateful for having had the opportunity to be out here in such a beautiful area, such a beautiful space. I'm ready for the next thing, you know? That's one thing we gotta learn to do, is just appreciate what we got to experience, be grateful for it, and just know that better things are coming ahead. Also, guys, this morning I struggled so much to wake up, like not get out of bed, like literally wake up. My alarm goes off at around 7:30, and I came out here to make some breakfast for my dad, and I was literally cooking like a zombie. I felt like I was here but not here. After I went to go sit down, because I'm like, okay, let me just try to wake up, and I was sitting there for a good 30 minutes and I still felt like I couldn't wake up. It was so weird. I also had a really heavy dream last night. Like it was just it was too much to handle. So I don't know, maybe that had something to do with it. Anyways, let me get some sugar. Like to top it off with just a little bit of oh, here is my almond butter toast. Delicious. If you've seen the movie Do Revenge on Netflix with Camila Mendes and Maya Hawke, you'll get that. Anyways, that movie is actually really good. I highly recommend it. It played homage to a lot of like the old like teen movies, the typical teen movies, chick flicks that we know and love, like Mean Girls, Clueless. And can I just say, the styling, especially for Camila Mendes, was just phenomenal. Props to them. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, eat my breakfast, and then we'll get ready to work out like we always do. We'll take the pre-workout. You guys know the drill. So for today's pre-workout talk, I wanted to take the time to talk about friendships, because I feel like friendships is something that I've just been very grateful for recently, and I've learned quite a lot about friendships since I was younger, and I thought I'd just share a couple of things that I've learned along the way. The first thing that I wanted to share is how important it is to be open to loving your friends. I say this because I always say, as a Scorpio, it is one of my toxic traits, but I'm working on not defining myself off of my traits. So for example, you know, Scorpios are known for being like closed off, holding grudges. While sometimes I do catch myself having certain toxic traits defined under the Scorpio sign, I no longer allow myself to be like, that is what I'm supposed to be, because it's not, right? Like I used to be the type of person who would hold grudges. Now I'm learning to let go. And while I do still sometimes hold grudges, like I am able to like point it out, call myself out, and be like, hey, let's not do that. That's not the type of person that I want to be. I use it very ironically now. I'm just like, yeah, it's because I'm Scorpio, you know, I'm Scorpio. But back then I was very much so a Scorpio, and I would kind of close myself off from really allowing myself to love my friends, because I had so many walls put up. I was like, okay, people are just gonna leave me, you know, friends aren't forever. I don't want to get too attached to someone and then they leave me, and now all of a sudden I'm hurt. Like I was just very standoffish because I didn't want to get hurt in the end, if that makes sense. And now as an adult, I'm learning that I shouldn't fear losing friends. I should be grateful while I have them and allow myself to get close to people, because it is so beautiful to like just get to know someone on a deeper level, and for someone else to know you on a deeper level. Like I've said many times before, it can feel very lonely when you feel like no one knows you, but once you've learned to open up, you feel so much less heavy inside, because it's not just you that's holding like everything in. You're not bottling everything up. You're like saying it out loud, and it's kind of like taking some of that weight off of you. And in the Marvel movie and in the Thor movie, they said something that low-key, you know, was supposed to be funny, but at the end of the day, it did have some depth to it. So let me look it up. So a little background story. Thor and Jane broke up, and Thor just basically kind of lost himself in the process. He gained weight, he lost his motivation, but now he's like trying to find himself again, but there's still a piece of him that just feels sad and lost. And so he's talking to Peter Quill, and Peter says, "After thousands of years of living, you don't seem to know who the hell you are. I've been lost before, but then I found meaning. I found love. And yeah, it got taken from me, and God, that hurts. But that shitty feeling is better than feeling empty. My hope for you is that one day you will find something to make you feel this shitty. And it is true. It is so much better to openly love people and not be afraid to show that love, not be afraid to allow yourself to love other people, to really connect with others, than to always be closed off and keeping yourself from ever feeling those feelings for anyone, for friends, for a significant other, for your family. Because I understand that it hurts. Like, it hurts a lot to lose a friend or to lose someone that you just trusted so much, that you loved so much. Obviously that makes you put up walls, and like I did that, but I slowly started healing that for myself, and I just started to open up to more people. Now I actually I feel love and I give love, and it feels so much better to live this way, honestly, because I'm telling you, like, as bad as it may sound, I had friends, but I never felt close to anyone. It almost felt, in a sense, like we were just acquaintances. Like, that's all I had, were just people that I knew, that I could talk to, and that was it. I didn't feel connected to anyone, and that was because I had lost multiple friendships before, and every time that I lost a friend, I put up a wall. I'm like, nope, I can't get close to people because I don't want to get hurt at the end of the day. I don't want to lose another friend, and if I just don't get close to people, then it won't hurt as much when they walk away. And that was only hurting me. Instead of protecting myself, it was hurting me more, because I never felt a connection to anyone. I never felt like I loved anyone. I never felt like I had genuine friendships. And the more friends that I had, the more alone I felt. And once I took a step back and I realized that I wanted to start building stronger friendships, I wanted to actually connect with people and allow myself to open up and not be afraid of possibly losing them, that's when I started getting closer to my friends. I honestly now have 4 or 5 friends that I genuinely have built good friendships with, and those friendships mean so much more to me than having a million friends who just know my name. These people now know me, they understand me, and I'm allowing myself to open up more with them, because it just feels so good to share. And I could feel the connection between us growing, because we're both being open with each other, and we've created a space where we can feel safe enough to open up and be ourselves. It makes me so happy that I can be at this space in my life now. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break because I have to put you guys on. This ab combo is insane. This one right here, I did it all last week, and I'm doing it this week again because I literally love it. And I noticed definition in my stomach area. Definitely not abs. Oh, don't pay attention to the fogging. That's normal. But I had to share with you guys because it's actually insane. Just finished my workout, and it is safe to say that this morning I was not really feeling like working out. I had a 3-day break, and sometimes when I do multiple days, I kind of get used to it, and I kind of want to keep resting. So, it's totally normal that I wasn't really feeling like working out today, but pushed myself to do it, got through it, and I actually felt good. I felt strong. And that's why I always say, you're never gonna regret a workout. First it might seem a little tedious, I don't want to do it sort of thing, but if you're feeling good, go for it, give it a shot. I'm pretty sure you're gonna end up enjoying it, and I enjoyed it today, so yay. And now we're gonna go for our last walk here.
Several days later.
It's actually the Friday, what's today? It is the Thursday after Friday's video. Does that make sense? Yesterday was Wednesday when I went to the beach, today's Thursday, the day after. Anyways, I just finished working out. I actually didn't have that great of a workout. It was a whatever workout, but no matter what, we got through it. Proud of myself for getting through it. Now I am enjoying a little protein shake, and I'm gonna have the conchita, which I bought yesterday. Tomorrow is literally our last full day here, and so that means that I have a lot to do today with cleaning and packing up. My dad has already started doing some of the stuff, but to be honest, I've just kind of been delaying the process and not wanting to put stuff away, mainly because I feel I'm just very lazy this week. I either am gonna blame Mercury or Aunt Flo. It's one or the other, but it's not me. So I'm gonna make a list. First thing I have to do is wash clothes. Then I need to put away my clothes. Oh, I thought there was a spider on me. That's just the reflection in my glasses, I guess. Glasses things, man. Be seeing things sometimes. Pack up kitchen. I need to clean the house. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today or tomorrow, but we'll see. Also, I need to edit. Video, the one that I was talking about from yesterday, is due tomorrow and I have not edited. So I'm gonna edit that. Yeah, I feel like that's everything, but it's like, this is a lot. So another question that I had received was, how do you deal with friendship breakups? My answer is the one that is very generic, but it is true. And that is that it takes time. Time heals all wounds. I had a friendship breakup, which was like, it took me years to basically get over. Like, this person was my best friend. She was one of like the first people that I truly loved outside of my family. Like I mentioned, it took me years before I stopped even thinking about this person, before I stopped just remembering all of the good memories that we had. This person lived rent-free in my head for years. Sometimes people are only meant to be in our lives for a certain period of time, and even if they did leave a lasting impact in our lives, even though, you know, sometimes it catches you off guard because you really think that you're going to be friends with this one person forever, and now all of a sudden you went from seeing each other every single day and being with each other every single day to no longer even talking. I mean, it takes a toll on you. Like, it is really sad to see someone no longer in your life. And so for me personally, one of the reasons why it took so long for me to be able to move on from this friendship. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Go right over right now. I'll wait for you. As I was saying, it took me forever to be able to stop thinking about this person because I refused to admit to myself that we were no longer good for each other. Even though we had all of these great memories together, even though we got along so well for all these years, at the end of the day, our friendship together was toxic for one another, and we were much better off being separate and just letting those good memories live on instead of just continuing to hurt each other in ways that we didn't even know we were hurting each other. It took forgiving myself and forgiving that person. We don't always need forgiveness. I feel like I should say that. For me personally, forgiveness just works. I feel like I need forgiveness in order for myself to move on, but sometimes forgiveness isn't always the answer for everyone, and that's okay. Like, that's the thing, that we all will heal in different ways. And so for me to tell you, do this, do that, that would be wrong of me because I don't know if it will work for you or not. So that's why whenever I share my experiences, I always stay saying, this is what happened to me, this is what worked for me. And so I just hope that me sharing my own stories, my own experiences, maybe influences you to further look into your own healing journeys so that you may heal from whatever it is that you need healing from. And so it just really took me diving in to understanding why we were no longer friends, why we went our separate ways, and also holding myself accountable for things that I did, because we never like to blame ourselves for doing anything. We never like to be the reason for something. And so sometimes we can't move on because we always like to point fingers and blame the other person, but sometimes we're just as, yeah, come on. We don't like to hold ourselves accountable. We don't like to blame ourselves. We will sometimes refuse to blame ourselves and just put the blame on the other person because it makes it easier. But in order for us to move on, we need to be able to hold ourselves accountable where we need to be held accountable so that we may grow, so that we may change, and so that our future friendships, our future relationships with other people will work out better and we won't continue with the same toxic cycles that we always have. And I had to admit that to myself in order to move on. Yeah, come on. One more. Anyone else? And so actually, something that friendship taught me, how to become the person or the type of friend that I wanted to be. And some things that I've learned is the importance of space, to be able to understand that each of you have your own things to do. And you know, when we were in high school, our friends were everything. We were texting each other constantly. We were hanging out as much as we possibly could. But as we get older, once we graduate high school, once we start going into college, you start to realize that everyone just kind of, in a sense, goes their own way because we all just get busy and it becomes harder to keep up with friends. And so just kind of having that understanding that it's okay for there to be space. It's okay for you guys to not see each other every single day and not take it personally because we're adults. We all have our own things to do. Another thing that kind of goes with that is communication and not being afraid to reach out. Stop trying to play hard to get. If you want to talk to someone, talk to them. You reach out to them. Don't wait for someone else to reach out to you. And also just making time for each other because it can be so easy to fall out of touch or to get so lost in your own things that you kind of forget that, oh yeah, you know what, like I should check in with my friends. I should, try to reach out to them, try to hang out. Finding some time within your life to meet up with friends, to talk to them, even if it's once a month.
Several days later.
I'm vlogging on my phone because I completely left my camera in the car. I didn't think I was gonna vlog this. We're heading back home to pick up my mom and Gigi. We rented a car and we got a Subaru. Who would have known a Subaru was this nice? Check this out. Look at this big ass screen. This is the whole ass Tesla. I think they messed up. I think they just slapped the Subaru logo. This is a Tesla. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this around so you guys can see. Experience it with me. Ooh! Check that out. Okay. This is so cool. Okay, I don't know what I'm touching. Oh my god, what? I have finally parked. Okay, so I have finally parked. Let me show you guys the car. It is so freaking nice. There's so many buttons, just the way I like it, because it makes me feel like I'm driving a spaceship. Agent Crystal reporting for duty. Seatbelts buckled. Turning the gears. Location, Dad's work set. Time, 8:07 a.m. California. Wind is blowing. Crew in check. There's a sunroof in check. Love that. Simple, simple. But look at that. Look at that huge screen. And it has a sunroof. And what else does it do? Oh, also, this has my favorite feature on any car I've ever driven, which was another rental car. And it's so that you could set it up so that you don't get like closer than 3 cars ahead of you. So that's insane. This is one of my favorite features. It has those features where you can see if there's like a car next to you. This, I love. This, it's very comfortable. I'm ready to have a Subaru. Oh, and the back seats have air conditioning. Or AC, yeah, that's what air conditioning stands for. That sounded wrong for some reason. But normally all cars, the people in the back seat have to suffer. Not in this one. Oh my god, Subaru should sponsor. Anyways, we're gonna move some stuff over here so that we can drop them off back at home. Looks like my dad's got it under control, so I'm just gonna observe here. Just kidding, I'll actually help. There's my father. Do you think Gigi's gonna remember?
Yeah, she's gonna jump right there.
So we got the room. We're gonna just drop some stuff off real quick. My mom's plant over there, and hit the road again. Welcome home. Ah, looks just like the last one. You're doing so good. You're doing a very good job.
I'm not really. I'm really dumping this stuff over here.
Look at this lighting. Beautiful lighting. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Good morning, guys. Buenos dias. It is 4:24 in the morning. 4:25, I guess. And we are heading out. We came all the way back home to pick up Gigi and my mom, and now we're doing a full 360 back to California. However, we're in a different area this time. So yeah, I'm excited for just a little bit of change. It's the same one we were in last year, but it's different than the one we were just in a couple days ago. Gigi! Good morning! Welcome to the vlog! She's look at... I'm sorry. If I try to put a hand back there, I would lose it. Okay, I'm sorry. What did I say?